He had always been known as ruthless, bloodthirsty, vicious. But the moment that grotesque, demonic face appeared on the surface of the mirror, the infamous mirror fiend froze. Its voice trembled in disbelief. What? What kind of monstrous spiritual energy is this? This can't be real. No, impossible, it snarled, eyes darting to the boy in front of it. Who are you, little devil? I didn't sense any demonic aura from you before. Nothing at all. Its gaze fell on Diep Pham, and then on the shadowy figure standing beside him. And for the first time, fear crept into its eyes. The once defiant fiend began to drift backward, away from the boy, away from the dark figure, desperately trying to vanish back into the mirror it had come from. But it was too late. The specter, Jen Thu, stood silently, cold eyes locked on the enemy. He said nothing. There was nothing left to say to the dead. A dark surge exploded from Jen Thu's body. Pure, oppressive spiritual force crashed forward like a tidal wave, smashing into the mirror fiend's twisted aura, crushing it back. The hideous face on the mirror began to tremble violently. It screeched and twisted, trying to crawl back into the glass. But Jen Thu raised his voice, deep, chilling. Kill. With that, his towering figure moved. Slash. In a single step, he appeared right in front of the mirror, the blade in his hand. Huan Thu, the spirit reaper, came crashing down. The fiend's eyes widened in terror. It let out a guttural growl of fury, desperate to retaliate. Demonic energy erupted from its mouth. From its tongue formed a massive purple-red serpent, its triangle-shaped head hissing and bearing venomous fangs. Tss! The snake lunged. Thwack! With one clean swing, Jen Thu's blade cleaved the serpent's head in two. Ah! The mirror fiend shrieked in agony, but Jen Thu didn't flinch. No emotion, no hesitation. He swung again, this time directly at the fiend's heart. Crack! Glass exploded. The cursed mirror shattered, and the demon inside was torn apart. Boom! A wave of dark energy erupted from the broken pieces. The smell of blood, the sticky crimson stains that had once painted the bathroom, all disappeared in an instant, like they'd never existed. The fight was over. Jen Thu stood over the fragments. Mist, gray and cold, rose gently from the shards, the last breath of the defeated demon. He turned to Diep Pham and knelt. "Master," he said, voice steady, "may I consume the residual demonic aura?" Diep Pham gave a silent nod. "Yes, feed." He knew all contracted spirits could consume the aura left behind by defeated demons to grow stronger. But there was always a cost. Inside that aura lay traces of hatred, bloodlust, madness. If consumed too recklessly, that energy could corrupt a spirit, breaking the bond between it and its master. Many had fallen this way. Spirits gone rogue, summoners driven to madness, or worse. Still, Diep Pham trusted Jen Thu. The ghost inhaled sharply. Whoosh! The gray mist was drawn into him. His body surged with power. His presence grew heavier. Diep Pham's interface flashed. +50 spirit energy points, 1 loyalty point. Then the system rang out inside his mind. Ding! Mirror. Fiend eliminated. Beginner quest complete. Congratulations. You've unlocked 1 cubic meter of storage space. Rewards. 2-star demonic core. 3-star demon material, chain of grudges. Diep Pham's lips curled into a rare smile. "It's done," he whispered. Finally. From the storage space, he pulled the glowing materials, a milky white crystal, and a black chain wrapped in lingering sorrow. He examined them. The system explained demonic core, 2-star, pure spiritual essence, increases spirit power by 100 points and restores soul connection and loyalty. Chain of grudges, 3-star. A powerful artifact soaked in centuries of hatred. Handle with caution. Diệp Phàm wasted no time. He offered the crystal to Jen Thu. Consume it. The specter stepped forward, but before taking the core, he bowed again and handed Diệp Phàm something else. A piece of broken glass, still pulsing faintly with demonic energy. "Thank you, my lord," he said, then swallowed the crystal. The moment it touched his ghostly form, a wave of ivory energy surged across his entire body. His eyes gleamed, his aura doubled. Diệp Phàm opened the stats panel. 100 spirit energy loyalty, 100 max. He nodded, satisfied. With power like this, his spirit ranked in the upper second tier, already approaching the third, but he wasn't done yet. He examined the glass. Fragmented mirror, 2-star. Once possessed by the mirror fiend, can be repaired and recharged with demonic energy. Perfect. Another rare material. Kill demons. Absorb power. Upgrade spirits. Restore loyalty with cores. It was a flawless cycle. As long as he kept hunting, his spirit army would only grow stronger, and in this terrifying world, power was everything. Diệp Pham's eyes gleamed. He was finally carving a place for himself in this cursed age. Thump, thump, thump. Suddenly, footsteps echoed through the hallway. They stopped, right outside his door. Diệp Pham's ears perked. He held his breath, listening closely. A young man's voice rang out. "Captain, this is it. The demonic radar last detected activity right here. But just a moment ago, the energy disappeared completely." A cold hallway. Fluorescent lights flickered overhead, casting pale shadows across the walls of the boys' dormitory. A slender young man with sunken cheeks and pallid skin, Tam Tuan, stood rigidly near room 307. His eyes flicked to the veteran beside him. "Captain, the demonic radar showed the last signal. Right here," he whispered, but just now, the reading vanished completely, like it was wiped clean. Quan Chan Kwok, seasoned captain of the Southern Ridge Demon Suppression Bureau, didn't hesitate. "Full alert. Summon your spirits." In an instant, the atmosphere thickened. A surge of spiritual energy burst from the 3 spirit tamers, and beside them, 3 spirits emerged. At Tam Tuan's side, a black dog the size of a child appeared, its eyes glowing blood red. To his left stood Ton Tin, a young, graceful spirit tamer. Her spirit? A veiled woman in a flowing white dress, her body wrapped in ghostly fog. The Mist Maiden and Quan Chan Kwok. The moment his spirit was summoned, it vanished into his body. He shuddered, and when he looked up, his aura had changed. A wave of intense power rolled off him. The air grew heavy. "I'll send the Mist Maiden in to scan," Ton Tin offered. "She can detect any lingering demonic presence." She nodded to her spirit. The fog-wrapped woman's eyes began to glow. Twin beams of silver light pierced through the wooden door and walls, scanning every inch of the room within. Inside the dorm room, Jen Thu, the dark ghost, stirred. He felt it, the pressure of another spirit beyond the door. He stepped in front of Diệp Phàm, shielding his master, and when the Mist Maiden's vision swept toward him, Jen Thu's eyes lit up like 2 soul-forged lanterns. His spiritual aura exploded outward. He stared through the wall and locked eyes with the spirit outside. Boom! A razor-sharp shockwave of spiritual pressure erupted from his gaze, slamming into the Mist Maiden like a cold hammer. Then he spoke. A low, spectral growl. "You dare spy on my lord? Who do you think you are, little phantom?" Outside, the Mist Maiden's fog trembled violently. Tontine gasped and clutched her head, staggering back into the wall behind her. "Tiu Tin! What's wrong?" Tam Tuan shouted, rushing to catch her. The black dog at his side growled furiously, baring fangs toward the door. Ton Tin's eyes trembled. Her voice was weak, rattled. "There's something inside, something terrifying. Not just any demon," she whispered. It nearly shattered the Mist Maiden with just one glance. It's still there." Tam Tuan turned to the captain, eyes wide. "Captain, what do we do?" Quan Chan Kwok's brow furrowed. His voice was firm. "Break the door. We're going in. The student inside might still be alive." But just as they prepared to attack, creak! The door slowly opened on its own. A wave of thick spiritual energy spilled out. The three spirit tamers tensed, their spirits braced for combat, ready to strike. And then, a lone figure appeared in the doorway, a student, Diệp Phàm. The three exorcists froze. The tension in their faces melted into stunned silence. Diệp Phàm looked at the uniforms, black coats with golden dragon trim. Demon Suppression Bureau agents. He gave a small smile. "Thanks for coming," he said calmly. "The demon's dead." They blinked. Ton Tin let out a breath of relief, her pale cheeks regaining color. That's wonderful," she said. "My Mist Maiden saw something else inside. I thought another tamer must have helped defeat it." Tam Tuan nodded. "Someone must have gotten here before us. No way a student did this alone." Quan Chan Kwok stepped forward, pulled out his ID. "Good evening, student. I'm Quan Chan Kwok, captain of the Southern Ridge Demon Suppression Bureau. Is one of our colleagues inside?" Diệp Phàm stepped aside, opening the door fully. "No, just me." The three agents blinked again. Inside, their eyes immediately caught sight of the ghost beside him, Jen Thu. A tall figure cloaked in darkness, pulsing with unfiltered spiritual pressure. The black dog snarled again. The Mist Maiden trembled, cowering slightly behind Ton Tin. Fear passed through her mental link like cold water. Quan Chan Kwok stepped forward, but Diệp Phàm raised a hand. "That's my spirit," he said plainly. The black ghost stood motionless beside him, eyes locked on the other spirits. The dog barked again, loud, warning, aggressive. Ton Tin's mouth parted in disbelief. "That's your contracted spirit? How old are you?" Even Tam Tuan fell into silence, eyes drifting toward the shattered bathroom mirror. Realization struck him. No one else came. So it was really you? You and that thing? You killed the mirror demon? Diệp Phàm nodded. Yes, he killed it. Shock rippled across their faces. Ton Tin took a step closer. But the school hasn't held the awakening ceremony yet? Don't tell me. You're a natural-born spirit tamer? Diệp Phàm paused. This was a dangerous question. His spirit editor system must never be exposed. He put on a thoughtful expression. I don't really know, he said softly. About a year ago. He just appeared at the foot of my bed one night. At first I was terrified. I didn't tell anyone. But he never hurt me. He understood me, obeyed me. And tonight, if not for him, I'd be dead. Quan Chan Kwok nodded quietly. A natural awakener. He looked at Diệp Phàm carefully, but in his mind, a new question was forming. Is this boy a spirit conduit, or something far more rare?